Okay, I think I'm locked in. You want to bring that table a little bit forward to kind of make it look even a little bit?
Do you just want to... Hey, how about...
Just look at the fucking thing. There you go. That makes it look better.
Yeah, why don't you just run my entire fucking life, buddy?
I don't know why you get so... You take the two pillows every time
It makes me so
without
fucking
thinking.
No,
5, 4,
I
3, 2, 1. You always do it going like, I need him to hold the mic in place, and I take it every time.
Yeah, stop taking it.
You've done it. You
Bring your own pillow, then.
There's two pillows on the couch.
Yes.
You have one right there to hide your feet, or you hide your belly with it too, right?
No, it holds up my fucking... Because the second one would hold up my microphone completely.
I know, and how many times do I take it from you?
Every time.
So why do you keep trying to take it back like I was going to just fold?
Just fold.
No, you get so angry. You get so angry at me. Like it's been a thing the whole time. It's always been established. You get one pillow, I get one pillow for the back.
It makes no sense that you get a pillow.
I have lower back.
Okay, that has nothing to do with the podcast.
I am sitting here for an hour, right?
Yes.
I would like to not be in pain.
Hey.
Is that okay?
I'm sitting here for an hour.
What?
Knowing I'm going to be in pain.
Okay.
Me right now? Pain.
You got so angry
Suffering.
from me. Was it the forceful rip that really bothered you?
Yes. All of it. The disrespect. I get no fucking respect.
Why would you?
I deserve it.
I think the way to do the guest podcast is to not hype it up and just bring them on randomly.
Oh, was our last episode a guest podcast?
You live your life without being aware of what's happening around you?
No.
Because yes, the last one was Adam.
Nah. I thought that there was another one after that, too.
What would we have talked about before?
I had no idea.
I know.
Adam being on the podcast?
He was our longest. Did we talk about it? Recall the conversations that we had about Adam on the podcast. Go ahead.
Well, I'm making some sick fucking joke, right?
I know, I'm just crying of laughter.
You're like, oh my God. James, that's fucking hilarious. Where do you come up with this shit? I don't know, man. It just came to me. How about us having Adam on the podcast last week? Remember?
We talked some NBA with the guy.
Well, I know what we talked about on the Adam podcast.
But you're talking about the
podcast
after the Adam.
Yeah.
Okay, which is not this one.
Yeah.
One of these days, I want to do like a pre-recorded thing and just drop it. Like whatever we talk about in our lives, just put it like 2 or 3 years, like a little hidden, like a secret episode.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do one of these days, but not today.
Well, that's where we're going to put all of our racist jokes in it.
Oh, yeah. So easy.
And then like anything about like Muslims, anything.
Sure. Whatever we want.
All of it. 9/11 jokes.
Did anything happen to you in the past week since the last time?
No, I can't even think of a single thing.
Should we talk about our weekend?
No.
Unless there's something specific you want to... Should we talk any basketball in here?
No.
No basketball.
We can't.
No basketball.
It's the Eastern Conference Finals.
You are wearing a Bucks shirt.
We are not talking about basketball.
Okay.
During this.
Okay, nothing at all.
When it gets to the Eastern Conference Finals, let Chris Middleton do the talking for himself.
I think I'm going to start holding a pen on the...
No.
Because Letterman, Jon
Okay,
Stewart...
let me veto something. The pen.
Okay.
It's gone.
It's gone. There it goes.
Yeah, you can veto something off me.
Jon Stewart or Letterman, I think it's just kept always having pens like at the bottom, and he would play with it and just throw it into the crowd.
Really?
I always liked that little thing.
I do that, but with knives.
Always had papers.
Like I'd always just have like a knife on me.
And why throw it into the crowd?
Catch.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. That'd be good, like a little quirky thing that I do, you know?
Started watching The Godfather, Part 2.
How was that?
Dog shit.
It is bad, right?
No good.
Godfather.
You'd like it.
Why?
Well, it's slow.
Hate that.
Al Pacino's in it.
Al Pacino's all right.
You like Al Pacino, huh?
Only like him in one movie.
A lot of people. One of the big appealing things about The Godfather, besides let's being like everybody's favorite movie, is the family at the centerpiece. It has a very well defined characters, and like you see their interactions as like siblings, and it really portrays a family really well. So throughout the decades, a lot of people like can relate to each of the characters. So one reason why you might like it is it has There are 3 brothers and a sister. And I don't know if you're
What
aware.
What does that have to...
You have 2 other brothers and a sister.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. So you might be able to like.
I do.
Yeah. yeah, you do.
I do. Yeah.
And another part of it is there's also sort of an adopted brother who's kind of always around, who isn't part of the family, but basically is.
He's bald?
He is bald.
Really?
Yeah.
And one of the kids has, out of the 3, like, kind of looks like he's
So here,
Korean?
I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
The oldest one he's kind of a dope, right?
Okay.
And he
Makes sense.
isn't really like a strong man, and everybody kind of like, they love him, but he's kind of like the weakest of the 3.
Okay.
The middle one is the most angry.
Okay.
And the youngest one is the most cunning, and
Yeah.
and then the girl is a fuck off.
I think I'd like this.
I know.
This is The Godfather?
This is The Godfather.
You know, did you know that? I've never seen that.
I know.
Is Al Pacino in that?
Yeah, he plays the youngest brother.
Oh. Yeah, Al Pacino, the only thing I've ever seen him in.
Yeah, he plays Michael Corleone.
The only thing that I've ever seen him in, Any Given Sunday. Yeah.
The middle brother, Sonny, is played by. Have you seen Elf?
A ginger?
No. The ginger is played. He is.
Is there a ginger in it?
Yeah, he's the adopted brother who isn't part of the family but is part of the family, and he becomes bald. He's like a balding man.
So an elf.
Have you seen Elf? You know the father, like
Yes.
that is Sonny in He's the
Really?
middle. He's the middle brother in The Godfather. Yep.
When did Godfather come out?
The 70s.
He wasn't that old in Elf, though.
Yeah, he's pretty. I mean, he's like an Elf. Yeah, but Elf is like. I mean, 30 years later, because it came out in like 2000.
It's 20 years.
1970 to 2000.
Oh. Man, so that guy's probably pretty old now, huh?
Yeah, he might be dead.
Really?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know his name.
He is dead. We'll say that.
Definitively. So, I've always liked The Godfather Part 1 more than The Godfather Part 2.
Yeah.
Part 2 is coming around for me.
So you've seen them before?
Yeah. I've seen them both.
You like them?
Yeah, they're great.
Are they better than Pulp Fiction?
Not for me, but I get why people would like them. They're like the modern definition of what a movie was. Because before that, some movies were kind of hokey.
They always ended with like a snow globe hitting the ground.
Yeah. In the 70s is really where like movies started to get defined, because that's when you get Star Wars. That's when you get The Godfather. You get other movies that I can't name of. But like a lot of the like genre movies or like how we think of modern movies comes from the 70s. And The Godfather and Star Wars are 2 big ones. Rocky, the biggest sports movie, like those all come from the 70s.
I was thinking about this today. It is weird how popular boxing is and how much money it generates.
Mm-hmm. And nobody gives a shit.
Nobody cares about it, though.
Oh, let me sell you on boxing.
I love boxing.
No. Okay.
I know about the mob.
Pretend like you don't like boxing.
Okay.
So, you know Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman, the white guy? Max Kellerman had the greatest point on boxing, right?
Okay.
He was like, boxing is, like, it doesn't make sense for how, I mean, the marketing's horrible. They promote themselves like terribly, because there's no, in UFC, there's like 6 divisions, maybe less, and there's a title for all of them, and you can have titles in different divisions, but that's it, right?
Yeah.
In boxing, there is like a million divisions, there's a million different titles. They don't know how to sell the story to people.
Yes.
So people they can't latch on. And he was like, it doesn't make any sense, because fighting is your favorite sport and everybody in the world's favorite sport, no matter what.
Yes.
For sure. And
it's the only thing that makes hockey appealing. It's the only thing that...
So let's stop even further, right? Let's say you're walking down the street, right? And you see like a pickup game of basketball or like a flag football game, you don't give a fuck. It does not make, you're watching them literally, but if you see 2 people fighting on the street, they're going to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, God damn, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't know how boxing still has so much money in it now.
Yes.
But in terms of like promotion, UFC is just so much better.
It's crazy to me that it just hasn't just fully overtook it. Like at this point, like MMA is more fun to watch. It is like bare bones what we want, right? Like it is the pretty much fight to the death, gladiator style fighting without the fighting to the death.
So all of the product is fantastic. The marketing's great. They have storyline. All of that's great.
Yes.
I didn't realize. I don't know it too well, but the revenue share between players or fighters to
Dog shit.
is like horrible.
Yes.
Like in NBA, it's like 50-50.
Yeah.
with the UFC, it's not even close. I think it's like 15.
I'm not even kidding you. Unless you are fighting for a title,
you're not making shit.
You legitimately might need a second job unless you're fighting like 3 times a year.
Yeah, it's like sports used to be in like the fucking middle.
Like you
the
literally
Middle Ages.
you literally make like $25,000 to $50,000. Like if you're not like a big boy.
Yeah.
Like, which is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because like, say you are like the smaller one and you just make 25,000, that's not enough. And if you get knocked out, you can't fight for 6 months. If you lose like badly, like in a KO fashion or something, or TKO, you just can't fight.
How do we start getting? Oh, we started talking about boxing because of movies.
Yeah, and boxing's just. But with boxing, right? Like, there's never been like a successful boxing game either. Like, except
Has
for
there not?
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah, I guess Punch Out is the only.
And that's
successful
it.
One. And I guess Punch Out even later. I mean,
it's just like
yeah, none that I can name. But UFC is like a big like fighting game,
Yeah.
and even WWE is fucking a way better game than any boxing game.
I'd rather watch. I'm not even kidding you. I'd rather watch WWE than boxing most of the time.
I mean, you're a huge fan, and they actually know how to sell storylines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the only fights, the biggest thing for me is the fights that I've always seen are the ones that are the most hyped up, right? Mayweather. Pretty much his last like 4 fights.
Yep. Yeah.
All of them, garbage.
Yeah, I mean it's
They're all shit.
But I'm sure there are like electrifying fighters.
There are.
That I don't know anything
It's the
about.
heavyweight. Because there was
Right now the heavyweight division is like legit.
Yeah, it's
with
legit.
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury is
Deontay Wilder.
Tyson Fury is the greatest boxing name I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yes.
I thought he was a black guy the whole time.
Yeah.
It was such a crazy surprise to find out he's a whitey.
Also not American either.
I knew that. I knew that now.
Beautiful voice.
I know. Singer.
Yeah. That fight is insane. And like I'll give him that. That's probably one of the craziest things of all time. When I watched it at first, I was like, this almost seems so scripted. Did you know that they don't start doing the 10 count until the person gets into the corner?
What does that mean?
Like, say I knock you out, right? They don't start counting like 1, 2 until I go to my opposing corner.
I mean, if you're just knocked out on the ground, they just cut it, right?
Well, yeah, but like if
you get up.
In boxing, it's kind of loose. Like, if you get knocked down, like, say, back-to-back 2 times, then they'll call it usually. But, like, even if you get, like, out, like, pretty cold, if you, like, have a little bit of movement in you, they'll still count.
I'm pretty sure the only time I've ever been knocked out was probably the time you knocked me out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I really got knocked out or if I was just hammered.
I think that you were, because you, like, your eyes were completely, like, you were unresponsive for a good, like, 15 seconds. Yeah.
You thought you killed me,
It was the scariest moment of my life. Like, because I was like, God damn it, this means I lose the bet. Mm-hmm. Because it's the only loophole. Like, me and you have one singular bet, and that is who's going to live longer. Yeah. Only loophole is I can't kill you.
So you threw me into the wall?
Yes.
How did it go?
So, the entire night.
You don't need. We don't need to build up the whole thing. We've told the story 1,000 times.
It has to be built up.
No, it's not that big of a deal.
You spilled my drink, pissed me off, punched me in the face in the club, accidentally from dancing. You say these things happen. You slither away. Like
those were all accidents.
Yes, but no apology. You said these things happen. Expect them from me. And you
That's true.
You literally threw your arms up.
That's
and
all.
Like,
all of that so far. I think what I did is not. And I think that's everything's defendable.
I asked you to buy me a drink.
And I said, I'm not going to do that.
Not going to do that. Yes.
Well, I would have bought you a drink later on, but I didn't want to buy it there.
And I'm not kidding you. I don't know why I remember this distinctly, but you like waved your arms at me like this and you walked through the crowd.
That's pretty funny.
Like, me and you were, like, we were at that club together. Like, as a group, and for some reason you decided to leave from away from me just to do that in my face.
That also defendable. Buying a drink there would have been like $15.
Yes.
So I was like not doing that.
You knocked out my $15 drink.
Yeah.
I had like 2 drinks of. Then, so later, you just like I forgot what you said to me. Made me mad, so I peed on your leg.
Yeah. So at that point, it's already you got me.
Yes. And it is, we're on even playing field. That's fine. Then we go and we're waiting on our Uber. I go, we're talking about our favorite movies. I go, what's your favorite movie? You go, Forrest Gump. Mm-hmm. At the time, Forrest Gump was not your favorite movie. I remember specifically, like earlier that week, you saying a different movie was your favorite.
Okay, what is it?
I forgot at the time. But you knew that I said Forrest Gump, so you said Forrest Gump just to make me. I was like, "That's not true. That's not your favorite movie. Take that back." And me and you got into a little. And I go, "Tell me your favorite movie right now." And you go, "Life's like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get." I go, "Fucking stop it!" And I poked you in the chest.
Yeah, you were really getting angry.
I poked you in the chest really hard, and you go, "Hey, quit it!" And you pushed me. And when you pushed me, I fell into the street.
But I fell in the street, you just stumbled backwards.
Yes.
You didn't run into the middle of the street. You just fell off the curb.
Fell off the curb, yes.
It was so like...
So I go, "Hey, you fucked up." And I threw you.
So you launched me.
Yes.
Into a brick wall. My head hit the wall, and I fell to the ground, right?
Yes. And you,
So how do you think that was me being an asshole?
You should have said any other movie.
Yeah, you're right. And has Forrest Gump at one point been my favorite movie?
Yes.
Also, recently, when you asked me what my favorite movie was when I was in a drunk stupor and
annoying.
sleeping.
Yeah.
What? So, in a similar state, what did I say my favorite movie was recently? Was
Wolf of Wall Street?
And that's not my favorite movie. So why? Those are 2 instances where clearly I was confused myself.
And I progressed as a person because when you told me that.
So what? This time you didn't fucking stab me in my neck?
I didn't beat the fuck out of you like I should have. Because I knew that wasn't it. I did get a little bit.
Isn't that a strange one?
It did anger me.
Like you guys asked me recently,
yes.
What's your favorite? And I said Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, and it angered me. Still,
that's not even a top 5 favorite.
After that, I gave you a little bit of slaps because of it. I was like, dude, for real, like, what is it? He said, Wolf of Wall Street.
I like that I stick to my guns.
You always stick to your guns. There is one thing that people say about you all the time. You stick to your guns.
That's true.
Always.
I know. You just tried to feed me a cookie for the past hour on a car ride, and I never ate it.
Yeah. I was like, hey, you got to try this cookie. It tastes bad. Mm-hmm. And Elizabeth tried it. I tried it. I tried giving it to you. And you're like, no, I don't want it. I go, just take like one single bite. You said no. And so like for the entire hour.
For an hour drive, you kept trying to throw the cookie in my mouth.
Push it as hard as I could.
And I wouldn't eat it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Are your lips fucked up from that?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Because I was like smashing it.
No, I suck cock, dude. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. You're pretty good at that too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. I sold my car.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And I make money moves now.
How does it feel that you have no car?
Doesn't matter when I got so much fucking cash, dude. Dude,
yeah,
like,
you're liquid, baby.
Yeah, it's crazy because people like keep on like trying to hit me up, like, oh, you want to hang out? You want to hang out? I said, here's $100. I don't want to hang out.
Yeah, see you later.
See ya.
Yeah, money talk, baby.
Hello? What is that? Oh, that's Benjamin.
Oh, wow.
That's fucking Benjamin. Benjamin fucking Franklin, and they're stacking. They're stacking. Guess what I did with all that money that I got from my car?
What?
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin's on the is going down.
Yeah,
it's no good.
That's why I bought it.
I know. Yeah, it's gonna hit back up.
Yeah, we just need one Elon Musk tweet, and I'm rich.
I guess so.
That's all I need.
The thing is, I don't think you know how to buy Dogecoin.
No,
I know. No.
I went to PetSmart.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Just give me Dogecoin. All we have is these hamsters. Yeah, we'll take it.
Can I get Dogecoin? What? Dogecoin. You guys got coins here? I will buy them. Yeah, we had a pretty crazy weekend, huh?
Yeah, okay. All right.
You want to talk about it?
Sure. Yeah, I'll start us off.
Yeah.
I guess we're not gonna use any. I don't think there's any names that we need to drop. Right? We'll just leave everybody nameless.
Why do you need everybody nameless? Fuck it.
Okay.
Dox them.
Okay. Well, some people will leave name. Should we say who got married, or just say a couple friends of ours?
Yeah, Chelsea and Zach got married.
Okay, that's fine.
Big day, big day.
Yes. Yeah, we got invited to this wedding.
I want to say something about that invite.
Top 3 wedding you've ever been to? Top 2?
It's a
Top 2 for me. I like it.
top 5 or.
I really liked it.
I've been to a lot of good weddings though. I haven't been to really a bad wedding.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good old time.
Yeah, it probably is top 3.
Get this. Anytime I leave a wedding the next day and nobody's mad at me or upset,
Yeah.
that's a good wedding,
That's
baby.
pretty good.
That's a good wedding.
That's really good for you.
Real good.
But also to the invite thing.
Yeah.
Did you notice, like, I didn't even put in perspective that there really wasn't, like, a lot of, like, high school friends. So, like, we kind of made the cut. Like, in general, you know what I mean? Like, outside of the girls that stood up
Yeah.
in the wedding, which makes sense. And then it was just, it was me, you, Tyler.
Oh, you're saying it was really
Brandon.
stripped down?
Yeah.
Well, also...
And we made the cut.
So
it felt good.
we obviously we were on the, I don't know if this is obvious, but we are on the bride side.
Yeah.
So we didn't really know a lot of the groom side. But I feel like on his side, he didn't have a bunch of, like, friends either.
Yeah, no.
Like, his was pretty trimmed down on his side as well.
Which kind of makes you feel good, right? Like
So I was nervous going into the wedding because I'm selfish and I wanted it to be about me and my group of friends. So I kept thinking, like, oh no, like, we're going to go to this wedding and it's going to be a bunch of, like, the groom's side. Just like because like they're a group of guys as well, you know? So like I thought they were going to like kind of dominate the wedding.
Yeah.
But it all kind of like melded together pretty well. And, you know,
yeah.
We
I think that there was a little bit more of
us?
of the bride side, yeah.
Maybe.
But it was like family more. Like that was also the thing too, is like the family of the bride side we all knew. So like we kind of like.
Did you talk to any of the groom side, the fellas? I talked to a lot of the guys.
I don't think I did
during the because there was a so everything, like, it was all in one grounds. It was like it was about an hour away, hour drive. Then you check in your hotel, you get a shuttle down, and then you're just stuck there the whole time. And I say stuck there, but like you didn't want to leave.
Yeah, we stayed till the very end.
Yeah, I mean we stayed so long that they closed it and said last shuttle, and then we stuck around. And the guy who owned the land was like, "We'll keep rocking."
Yeah,
and then we kept rocking for probably another hour and a half.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We so like, but yeah, like that didn't cross your mind at all. Like that feels good. Knowing that you're on the end. Especially when it seems like there was a shorter list.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I was hoping to be invited.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. There wasn't like a thought in my mind that
I wasn't going to. Yeah, me either.
I like kind of knew, but like still it was like nice to be a part of that. Especially since like when you think of like where we came from, like our high school, it's such a small like.
You imagine a lot more people would have been in there.
So like everybody knows everybody for so long.
Yeah.
That like you kind of expect to see.
Yeah, I guess I'm one of the more recent people.
And I expected to see. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you probably were one of the most recent. Mm-hmm. But you expect to like at those see like people from high school that like you just haven't seen in a while and stuff. But it really was just like good friends.
It was the core group. Yeah. A lot of the core people.
I'll say this: it probably was the best wedding that I've been to, non-family.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Samesies.
The other one is Mike's sister's wedding was up there.
So
Mike's sister's wedding was really funny as well. But I think that this one.
Unfortunately, they got married in a building because it was raining. I guess essentially a church. When we rolled up in the shuttle, we saw the church, and I literally was like, "Fuck, it's Catholic." Because you were unaware of this, but
have you been to a Catholic wedding?
Yes.
Okay.
They are long. Catholic weddings are by the book. There's no nonsense. It's a lot of scripture. It's a lot of singing. It's a lot of like everybody knows the chants and like the hymns.
Okay,
and
I think that I've been to one of those then before.
So if you ever go to like a YouTube compilation of like people passing out at weddings because they'll lock their legs in, it's because people will like lock their knees and then they'll like pass out from like like a blood loss to the head, and then
Yeah, I think I've been to like one Catholic wedding then. I know that I was scared. I had a similar fear of what you had for this wedding, for another one, but he was very religious, but I don't think that he was Catholic. I think that he was Lutheran, and it didn't actually end up being like...
Lutherans are quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Catholics are like, they are long.
The Pope has to fly in for every single...
He's gonna bless it.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
But no, the groom's dad conducted the ceremony. It was a quick 20.
And it was good.
That's pretty good.
Actually, like, I'm not even kidding. That was like, I actually didn't know that it was...
I didn't know until later. Yeah.
I didn't even know, like, later.
Until right now?
No. This just dawned on me.
I know, because I was smoking cigars with him.
Yeah, I saw a Facebook post. That's actually how I figured it out.
Oh, so after the fact? Like, after the wedding?
I'm pretty sure that Zach made, like, a post.
Thanks, Dad, for being the greatest.
He was like, this was an amazing day. And he said in there, like, got my dad to marry. I was like, that all makes sense.
Yeah, I mean...
and I think that I even talked to him a little bit. Like, not as much as you did, because you sat on a couch and it just made
so
you
they had they bought these couches that Chelsea had found from a flea market they looked like speakeasy type couches.
Yeah.
And they just bought like hundreds of cigars for everybody to just smoke out there.
Yeah.
And you were really you were impressed by the luck of me bringing, because I brought my lighter, which I hadn't been bringing around for probably like 2 years at this point, year and a half.
It's been a while since you've...
So I busted it out in the hopes of like going outside to see people smoke and be like, I got a light.
Yeah.
And a little bit, I thought there might be a cigar bar. And I was right.
There's no way that you ever in your mind, you have never seen a cigar bar. Do not say, because you tried to play this off in the car too.
At fucking,
and I had to hold back my fucking anger.
At my cousin Max and Ashley's wedding, there was a cigar bar.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
People smoke cigars at weddings.
That actually makes sense, yeah. Because at my brother's wedding, there was a cigar bar too, yeah.
Thank you. You didn't have a cigar bar?
Nobody has that. That's just like, that was a unique thing that you had no idea was coming up.
You know
what's a surprise to you, but you can't play it off and tell people, yeah, I had this feeling that there was going to be a cigar bar.
What's annoying about their weddings, there's so many things that I liked about it that I just want to steal everything. Yeah. Like, I want to do that cigar bar. They had pulled pork, barbecue ribs. Like, they had, like, sick food. I want to do that.
Probably the best food that I've had. Those ribs were really fucking good.
Everything was good.
And
I don't like mac and cheese, but yep, always eating mac and cheese.
I did not eat mac and cheese. I kind of felt bad because 2 days prior, because, you know...
You just swimming in mac and cheese?
No, I tweeted, mac and cheese is hyper dog shit or something. But, like, what if Chelsea catches that?
Whatever.
Like, on a Sunday, she goes...
Oh, guess we gotta take mac and cheese at the wedding. What do you think she's gonna do? I guess we can't have mac and cheese. Fuck, it's massive dog shit. I didn't know. You fucking idiot.
Well, maybe it never dawned on her how bad
no.
Because mac and cheese is bad, right?
Preaching to the choir, my man.
Yeah, mac and cheese is low tier.
I know.
And then my brother had the nerve to say, you haven't even had mac and cheese since you were 4. And I go, yeah, that's crazy that it's been bad for 21 fucking years.
That's a good comeback.
Get better. But... yeah, so I thought about that. But yeah, those ribs were fucking good.
Let's talk about the catchphrase of the weekend. Okay. And I will set it up, so don't jump ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't plan it. I wanted to start from the root.
So
driving up.
Overall, great old time.
Yes.
We had a little hitch in the road in the beginning. At least I did on my end.
Yeah. You almost lost the love of your life.
So we were driving, and we were about 20 minutes into this hour and 10-minute drive, 20 to 30. And we were on the freeway.
We could actually even go back like 3 years from now. Giannis, he's going up.
Yeah.
Somebody tries to get underneath the rim on him. He jumps over that fucking guy. He's like, what, 6'7", or I forgot who he dunked over, but he just full-blown clears him, dunks over the top of him, fucking shuts down the crowd. Dunk of the year. Everything.
So imagine that in your head.
Yes, imagine that whole playing out.
You were telling the story about how, do you remember when, this is how it was set up, do you remember when we were driving and you were in the passenger seat and I was driving, and you just grabbed when I was in the.
Well, I put you in neutral, which is a common thing of
Yeah.
mine. Is when you come to a stop, I throw you in neutral, so that way you just rev your engine and don't start up when you're supposed to turn or something.
Yeah, but this time you were on the interstate. We were driving the freeway. I was going 70. And you just took the keys out of the ignition of the car.
Got you good.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the end of the story.
Well, like the car stalled out and like
Yeah.
you weren't able to accelerate. You had to put the keys.
But
back
we
in.
just said.
And then I say that, and you go, yeah, I do remember that. And then
we
Elizabeth
kinda-
goes, what?
What happened?
What the heck happened?
And then I said, I don't know, we fucking died. What do you think happened?
No, you said, isn't it obvious? We fucking died. That's what happened.
Isn't it obvious we fucking died?
What do you think happened?
Yeah.
And then you followed up with that. And she is fucking crying.
I know.
She's, like, you had just literally fucking boom, slam dunked it.
Yeah. I mean, it was so
tries.
quick. She was stunned.
Yeah.
I mean, I fucking
It
dunked
caught
on
me
her.
off guard.
Yeah, you started laughing real hard at
Yes.
her, and then I started laughing real hard at my girlfriend.
Well, it felt really bad because like it felt like I was just
We
laughing
were
in
bullying her.
face, but it was just such a good response.
Yeah, so I really just like picked on my girlfriend. I really bullied her, and I kept saying like, "What am I supposed to do? You gave me an alley-oop, so I dunked on you."
No, you. At first
I know.
said-
I said layup.
You gave me a layup and I dunked on you.
Yeah.
Which then I tried to repeat that and then also fucked it up.
Right.
I corrected
Well,
you.
I corrected it for the podcast. For the
Yes.
pod, I got it right.
Yeah.
So then, like, we're kind of just giggling a little bit, and then you were like, "Oh, we're going past Johnson Creek. I need to get a belt because for whatever reason, you live in the now. You didn't realize that you needed a belt.
Mm-hmm.
So we passed back by a store. We go to Tommy Hilfiger.
Yep.
Grabbed it, and
we're just in there kind of giggling still about it. And I
Yeah.
go, hey, you fucking got her good.
and I was like,
I know.
dude, I got her so good.
I got her so good.
So we get back in the car and we start driving, and I'm like, babe, I'm sorry, you just got.
You just got.
You just got, and like sometimes people get got,
Yeah.
and you got.
You got. And
And
I
that
love
made you
that.
laugh even
I
harder.
love the you got.
So she's like really getting angry. She's
Yes.
hitting me hard.
Yeah.
She,
punches
for the rest of the drive, she's not saying
it's
anything.
like it's like 30 minutes in, and I look over. Nobody says anything for a bit, and your mouth just starts going.
And then I start laughing at her again. I mean, and then I go like, oh my, I just ruined the whole weekend for myself. I'm in so much trouble.
Just in one joke.
So when we pull over, we're unpacking the car, and I try to throw her a kiss. She ducks it. I was like, uh-oh, she's not happy.
Because some people can get got and they just get got.
Yeah. Some people can get got and can't take a joke.
Yeah, some people, girls, get got and they get got good.
So eventually we talked about it in the room, and you went to go shit in somebody else's room.
Yeah.
And I came in, and I was like, James, it's okay. She's okay with getting got.
Yeah. And for me, right? I didn't even know that you were in the room. I didn't know that. So to me, I thought that you just showed up to that room
Yeah.
to tell me that she was fine.
She's
with
okay.
getting
She got got,
which
and it's
made
okay.
which really made me laugh hard.
She finally came around to it. She understood, like, if you're gonna just like lay it up for me like that.
If you're standing underneath the hoop, David's going to dunk.
I'm gonna dunk it.
Elizabeth just got dunked on.
If you're gonna give me a meatball, I'm gonna hit it out of the fucking park, baby. What are you supposed
Why
to
is
do?
Elizabeth crying? She just got dunked on.
So that terminology,
That phrase.
you got.
Got.
It just stuck in your head, and you just
loved
started getting everybody that night.
Yeah, I started pranking people.
Yeah, tell people about your little prank spree.
So there's this thing that I do. It doesn't matter the capacity. It doesn't matter the venue.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter where we are, right? Could be in Oregon. Could
Yeah.
be in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Could be fucking...
That's a little. I like a little accent you threw on Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You threw it in there.
We could go to fucking Mississippi, down by
Yeah.
the bayou, anywhere. Mm-hmm. We go into the bathroom. If there's some people in there, I'm going to drop my pants, drop trowel completely to ankles,
Yeah.
take my penis, tuck it behind my legs, and piss backwards.
Yeah.
In the urinal.
That's what you do.
To the point where people think that I'm like going shit in the urinal.
Yeah. No.
But no, that's
You're
the way
just
that
peeing.
be. I originally go in there And it's me and Ben. Me and Ben were like having our night to ourselves. We were taking shots, whipping shots together all night. So we go to the bathroom, and as we're going to the bathroom, run into Keith, one of our
Tyler Pfeffer's father.
Yeah, Pfeffer's father.
Yeah,
who was on the podcast.
Yes, he was on the podcast. His dad is also at the wedding with his mother.
Yes, and he's at one of the urinals. I go in there and drop trow in front of Ben and Keith.
Yeah,
pee backwards. And Keith goes, "What the heck are you doing?" Ben's crying of laughter, like legitimately can't control himself, just crying because this catches them all off guard. These are things that they haven't seen from me yet before.
Yeah, sure.
And Keith is like, "What the heck are you doing?" And I go, "Got you good, huh?" I was like, "You just got." Then I walk out and I just start telling everybody. At this point, I'm fucking hammered. I'm trashed, and I'm like, "You won't believe how good I got, Keith." And I'm telling everybody, and they're like, "I just don't like." What? I was like, "I pranked him." He thought he was just going to take a normal pee, and I pranked him. I got him good. He got, and I just kept on telling everybody until finally I see him walk into the bathroom. I follow up right behind him. Ben knows what's going on. Ben's following too. This time, a little bit more of a crowd.
Yeah.
All the groomsmen are in the bathroom at this point for some reason. Like I think that they were having a little powwow.
Yeah.
That got rudely interrupted by my fucking prank.
Yeah, you pranked those
and
guys,
I pranked them all.
You got them.
They all end up getting got.
Yeah.
Like, got bad.
Yeah.
Like
what did they all say to you?
They're all laughing. They're like, why do you pee like that? I was like, this is how I was taught to pee. I was like, this isn't how your dad taught you how to pee? I was like, every single ball game I went to, this is how I always pee.
So one thing that Keith said, he was like, it looks like you're about to shit on it. You're basically sitting in it. And you're like, I'm always sitting. I'm always sitting. I'm always sitting in the urinal. I'm always squatted down, baby.
Yeah. And like at this point, pretty much everybody, there's probably a crowd of like 20 people in there, all just currently getting got.
Yeah.
At this point, I am fucked up.
Sure.
Like to the point where I can't feel most things.
Yeah.
Including my penis.
Yep.
So there was just a point where I was like, I can't tell if I'm done pissing or not.
Yeah.
And literally had no idea. And then I looked like a fool because I had to get up and turn around and shake it.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea if I was still pissing or not.
Sure.
And I figured the only way to tell is if I turn around really quick. So I turned around really quick.
Yeah.
Look, thankfully I was right about my...
You told me something real funny that there was a father who walked in.
One of
the situations, I don't need to go to specific.
Yeah.
He walked in, he saw what was happening, just walked right out.
I didn't even know that happened, but Keith told me. He was like, and it was like a father that like obviously everybody knew.
Sure.
And he just saw it, and as soon as he saw it, he just
just tipped out,
turned and walked right out the room. Yeah, and there was like also like one of the like groomsmen like started taking like a Febreze and started spraying it. I was like, you think I'm shitting? This isn't shitting. This is just piss, big dog.
Yeah. One of the groomsmen I was talking to at the end of the night, and you were just like, I pranked you. I got you. And he was like, you didn't get me, dude. You were just pissing backwards. And I went to him, I was like, come on, man. You got You got bad.
Yeah, and you loved it a lot, so you were just like, I was like you're ready to back me
You got, man. You got you good.
Oh, and just like rubbing it in.
I liked rubbing it into people's faces and making them feel stupid. Yeah. Come on, man. He got you.
Yeah, like I wasn't the one doing a dumb thing.
Yeah.
And
come on, man. You got to expect that.
You
didn't see that one coming?
There was only one. I think there was only one black guy there, but he was one of the groomsmen, the one that we were just talking about. And I guess he walked up to Chelsea and just goes, man, white people are crazy.
Like this is all white people, not just you.
Little did he know
man, white people are something.
Little does he know I just have 28 chromosomes. Just a lot of them.
Oh, man. I don't want to name names, but you told me something really funny about this black guy, which I don't want to say who said it, but instead of just complimenting this guy on like, hey, man, you look good tonight, he was like, dude, like the complexion of your skin with the suit, Nice. And then he goes, hey, man, you didn't have to say all that.
It was really funny because it was like a genuine, like,
yeah, it was a real compliment.
He was like genuinely complimenting him. He was like, the complexion of your skin with that outfit just looks good. And he was like, hey, you can just say I look good, man. You didn't have to say all that.
It's the classic white guy thing where like you just say too much, and you're not racist. You're racial.
Yeah.
You're not racist. You're racial.
I was like kind of thinking the same thing. So I was like, yeah, that's right. I get it. I get what you're getting at.
Yeah,
but it was funny.
Right intention, wrong way of saying it.
Yeah, but it was also very funny. Him going, you don't gotta say all that.
You don't gotta say all that. That's a tricky thing to be the only black guy at a white wedding, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, there's gonna be some weird things happen to you.
Like, you're going to have somebody piss in front of you backwards.
Yeah, I mean,
you're going to get got.
He's so naive.
You're going to get pranked.
He didn't think that was gonna happen.
Don't come to that wedding not expecting to get pranked.
He got got.
He got got. Oh,
but yeah, that became the catchphrase of the night.
Oh yeah, and it was so funny to me. I don't know if anybody else found it as, like, I know for sure that Ben found it hilarious.
Sure.
So, like, I just, like, that was and Ben's one of those people when, like, there's certain people out there.
They're good at, they're fun to have around.
Trevor Water was also
Devin Williams
as well.
Nick Coplin.
Yeah.
Fun people to have around because they like to laugh.
You get them laughing too.
Yeah, and it gets you laughing.
And you love it. It is one of those contagious things.
Yeah, contagious laughter.
Yeah. And the very first time that I got him, because he was the original. He got gotten.
You got got twice.
Like right around,
Yeah. He was crying about how much he got got.
Yeah, crying like a little
baby.
So but he like literally was crying of laughter and laughing so hard. Like I think that's also the reason why the second time around so many more people came into the bathroom. I don't know for sure because at this point, I'm freestyling. I don't really know this.
Dude.
I know it through other people.
Yeah, you're poetry.
But
you're jazz, baby.
But he just started laughing so hard that I think that it, like, made people walk in to see, like, what was going on.
So, I had a great night. I was not part of any of this. It was a classic you and I move where we just, like, you had your entire night over there.
Yeah.
And I had my entire night over here. We didn't interact the whole time. There were so many things the next day we were talking about, like, oh, we did this. You were not privy to any of this information.
No.
You don't remember any of it. There was like
a donut.
There was like a huge donut that everybody took a bite out of. You didn't take a bite. There was like plenty of songs that were played. You missed them all. You didn't dance at all.
Yeah, I only danced to one song. I danced one song and one song only. Dreams and Nightmares.
One of the moms, she was unaware that I was Puerto Rican. She was like, "You dance good for a white boy," and I was like, "Puerto Rican." She was like, "What?"
Who said that?
I don't want to. It was Chelsea's mom.
Oh, really?
She had no idea.
She thought that you were a good dancer?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well, what can you say?
Yeah.
What can you say?
Some people can have bad takes.
So glad I got to smoke cigars.
Cigar was
open bar basically the whole night. I don't even know how it worked, but like you could drink old fashions, rail whiskey, and brandy the whole night.
Yeah,
no problem.
That was really good.
Great,
so good.
It felt like Rumpelman's was open bar, but we just kept ordering it.
Yeah. Oh, I spent a lot of money on Rumpelman's.
So did I.
I did keep on telling Pfeffer. He was like, "Yeah, man, I bought so many shots of Rumpelman's." I was like, "What? You had Rumpelman's? Where was I for that?" He was like, right?
Every time I walked by a bar, somebody's like, "You in?" And I was like, "I'm in."
Yeah. It was nonstop.
Yeah.
I was there. Like at some point, there was like just people coming up to me.
You really thought I wasn't gonna make it through the wedding?
I thought that you were going past it.
Why?
You're a sleepy boy.
Yeah, but not for like big exciting things like that.
Yeah, but you're a sleepy boy.
Yeah. So what?
You fallen asleep
at like random at random things, but not for. No, I knew I was gonna make it the whole time.
Well, you also had to wake up early that day.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but I prepped for it. I got a good night's sleep the night before. Yeah. I had to wake up early for work, but I was good.
Yeah, it was.
The next morning was the roughest though, because we had brunch at 10 a.m. Yeah. And when we woke up at 9:30, the three of us were
9:45.
9:45. We were all pretty not sober.
Hammered.
Pretty hammered.
Yeah, I was really like I said, there was like people coming up to me and they're like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And it's like before that night, Like I hadn't really talked to him a whole lot.
Yeah.
And so therefore I assume that I just like talked to him a lot. But I don't remember like half the conversations I had.
I had a nice. So the difference between me falling asleep is just like I have to just pace myself. I know what speed to be at.
Yes.
To like maintain a solid drunk the whole time. If I'm hanging around you the whole time, I'll fall asleep.
Yeah.
It's because I'm starting to like I'll start like even though I'm not competing with you, my brain goes like, well, I gotta.
He's taking a drink. I got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I just like go at my own pace,
you got, which ended up getting me got as well, too. So I did this thing. We had free drinks. That wasn't an issue.
Oh yeah.
But there's this thing about me and you where like if we don't got mainly me,
it's more of a you thing.
If I don't have to move, if I don't have to do something,
yeah, it's definitely a you thing.
I will just get that.
Yeah.
You know, and you had a drink. I had currently drinking my drink and also one of Pfeffer's drinks. So therefore I was out of drinks. I pulled the ruse on you where I kept on going, hey, I'm going to steal Elizabeth's drink. I'm going to steal Elizabeth's drink. She's going to get got so good.
Yeah.
I kept on talking about how I'm going to get your girlfriend good. And then I go and grab her drink and I take like a little drink and I go, you got. And you had to explain to her how she just got.
Yeah.
So as you were explaining that to her,
You took my drink.
I took your drink
and killed it.
Just kill it. And you go, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
But the way that you like said it and your surprise of it made me laugh hysterically.
So then snot rocketed out of your mouth and hit your mustache and your chin.
Oh, it was.
And
so
then
much
everybody at our table, I said, everybody stop right now, take a look. James has snot all over his face. He just got got.
He just got got.
He just got got.
Yeah, it was me getting you, but it turned into me getting got.
And you got bad.
Yeah, which also in turn made me throw my chair back into the people behind us. We had no idea who they were. Oh, there was other people. I did talk to some of the.
I want to tell you.
I think
I've already told you this, but I want to throw it for the podcast. Like the conversation I had, the most emotional conversation I had at the night. I don't want to say the person's name, but they came up. Well, they at first were because we don't really know each other that well. And he was talking to me. He was like, "I heard you had a podcast." I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Why don't you like ask me questions?" And I was like, because he heard that I like to ask, like I'm like a curious person, and I ask people a lot of questions. And I said, "You want me to I was like, are you sure you want me to ask you questions? Like I'll ask you."
Did you give him our podcast?
Yeah, I don't remember.
No. That part didn't.
No, that doesn't. It never comes up.
No.
And
you'll never ever tell people to watch this ever.
No.
No.
Because I feel like if people actually really want to watch it, they would.
I mean, maybe they like have never heard of it. Maybe they just heard of it.
Yeah.
But never like.
But anyways, he was like, "Yeah, ask me whatever. I'm an open book." Yeah. And I was like, "Okay, here we go." Yeah. And then like. As like I got to know him, and he's just like a shy person in general. Doesn't like being the center of attention, and like that was like the root of a lot of his things is that he just doesn't like attention.
And people immediately, I don't know what it is with you, but they'll just open up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what because me, I won't open up to you. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll do this fake jerk off thing to you. You love that. You're a sicko.
Yeah, I know. I'm really fucking gross.
That's about it. But that like at the wedding, you had that happen 3 days prior at a random store.
Oh yeah, I can tell you. I'll tell you that too. Yeah. So we finally got to the most emotional part where he actually started tearing up and having like a real sensual moment with me, where he was talking about his hair because he's like a balding guy. And he was like, I just couldn't do it. Coming up to this wedding, I was like, I'm going to shave my head for this wedding. I'm going to do it. And he's like, I just couldn't. And I was telling him like, man, for me, it was so.
You're welcome.
Every day. No, I knew there was never a time that I wasn't going to shave my head.
You're welcome.
I'd always said like the moment people started going like, okay, that guy's balding, I was done.
Yeah.
And we made a big thing out of it. But like I was always going to do it.
You had two good friends that shaved their head alongside.
Yeah, it made it easier.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm selfless.
So I just
just tell like everybody how selfless I am.
Huh?
I'm selfless.
I know you're selfless. You know.
And I put my friends above me.
Okay. So I had told him every day I would look into like the mirror and I would try to like hide the fucking like just make anything.
Is this real? You used to do this
every day.
Really?
Yeah, every bald guy probably relates to that.
Really?
Where like they try to fix their hair in a certain way to make it look as like is like not balding whatsoever. I'm sure some guys.
I get what you're saying. I try to fix my hair every single day to make it look like I'm not fat.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly.
Yeah, every single day I'm just.
And it would just cause me so much stress and anxiety. Like just like, and if even the wind blew, I was like, oh fuck. Like it was just like, you were just fucked. And as I was telling this guy,
just went, oh no.
Yeah. So he started like tearing up, and he's like, I do that every day. And then like we hugged and embraced, and I was like, you can do it, man. And that was it. I had that conversation with him.
Yeah, you just like breathe. I don't know what it is, but you like radiate off this energy that.
Yeah, people want to share things with me.
People just want to share everything.
Should I say the other one?
Yeah.
Earlier.
Say his name too.
No, I don't. I'm not saying this guy's name. No, I like this guy.
First and last.
I don't know his last name.
Okay, then say what company he works for.
No.
His initials.
So we'll call him Rick.
Okay.
I show up to work. The Bucks have just won the night before. It's Friday night. I go to work Saturday. I have the wedding Saturday, and I have to wake up early. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed early because I want to be able to like make it the whole time. So I pull up literally right behind him. We start work at the same time, and we talk about the Bucks every day. Like we literally talk about basketball every day.
It's your guys' thing.
And he was like, how about them Bucks, man? And he was like, man, I had a long night. Like, I fucking stayed out all night. And I was like, I was responsible last night. I went to bed at like 9:45.
Yep.
And like, I saw the game. I just went right to sleep. And he's like, I made some bad choices. I was like, out too late long? And he was like, worse. And I was like, how bad? He was like, I did things with some girls. I was like, how far? He was like, all the way. It's like, tough. So, like, he starts going in through his day. It's funny, I had 2 deep conversations, both on Saturday.
On Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, and he was still a little drunk, I think, from the night before.
Yeah.
And he was just telling me about how he's really, he's never done this in his entire life. And when he was in the process of it, he was like, it was like an outer body experience. He didn't even feel like he was like making the choice. And then his phone rang and it was this girl, and he like snapped out of it, and he was like, I have to leave. And he dipped out. He like went home right away, showered, and like went to bed. And she's like, I love you so much. And he's like, God, it makes it worse. And then he like came to work, and like I was the first person that he ran into. Little did he know that he was running into fucking me.
Yeah, you.
Somebody who's gonna like ask very specific questions and like
put it on this podcast.
Say it, call him by name.
Yeah.
But he had tears in his eyes. Like he's been cheated on before, and he like never thought he would do this, and now, he was dealing with the situation of like, should he tell her or like take to the grave? And I was telling him, like, you know, if you really like love this girl and respect her, like, definitely tell her.
Definitely tell her.
Every guy he called, all of his friends, they were like, do not tell her.
Really?
Every single one of his friends. I was the only person to be like, yeah, definitely tell her.
Those aren't good friends.
Yeah, I think not. I think that's the wrong choice.
Because here's the thing, right? I think just in general, right? If somebody ever comes up to me,
mm-hmm.
I don't care like how badly I want like a relationship to work, or like 2 people to be together, or if like I'm just strictly on the guy's side, don't care about the girl, or even just on the girl's side, don't care about the guy, right?
Yeah.
If somebody asks me, what should I do? It's always to tell.
Yeah.
Just tell the truth.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
There really isn't another option. Every
guy told them, they were like, hey, you don't want to be rash. Like, It's not that big of a deal.
It's just...
I'm telling you, all of them told him that.
Because, one, it's just like, it never works. Mm-hmm. It'll never work.
Yeah. And he was like, it's like really weighing heavy on his conscience.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah.
It always does.
I was like, just tell her. Like, it's going to make you. I mean, he was like, she'll definitely leave me. And I was like, well, that, that's part of it. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens. You know, you got to live with consequence.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it sucks. But
luckily,
it's always the move.
For like, I don't think I'm ever gonna change, but I've never cheated even a little bit. I'm never even close to it. So I'm never going to be in that situation.
I'll cheat. First opportunity.
So I'm pretty thankful that that's never gonna happen. But if I was ever in that situation,
do you think that I'd cheat?
I mean, with who? Like, you have to go places. With who? They're not gonna come to you. You gotta go.
Hey girl, I just really want to fuck another girl right now. Can you drive to me?
Can you come to me?
I can get you an Uber here if you need me to.
I know, what are you gonna do?
And also, I got a raid. I got to play World of Warcraft at 9 p.m.
I need you up for 8:45 at the latest.
So I need you to get out of here before then.
Preferably 8:30. Because I got to stay in the Discord at 8 to make it to the 9 o'clock raid.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's... Poor guy. That guy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as an update, he still hasn't told her.
No?
I don't think he will.
Probably not the move.
No, he probably won't do it. But no, I don't. I think the movie is to tell.
It's just going to like end up weighing on you. It's going to cause more issues.
Yeah, for sure.
And like, if it was going to work out, I think that it works out by you telling them, and then it works out.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, if this girl's really the one, you probably shouldn't have cheated on her. But like, people can get through things.
Yeah.
People have gotten through worse.
For sure. I mean, murder.
Yeah, and murder. You're still rocking with it.
Yeah.
I don't know my parents.
Yeah. I mean, like, and like some people, they jerk off like their next door neighbor and stuff, and then their wife fucks the same guy, and then eventually like that person ends up stealing your daughter and like running away with them, with her like twice or whatever.
Your parents,
and then brainwashing the daughter into thinking that aliens abducted her.
Oh man, Abducted in Plain Sight. What a great documentary. I mean, man, one of the funniest documentaries. It when it hit Netflix, we got about 3 more minutes.
Yeah.
When we hit Netflix, I mean, it was a game changer.
Oh yeah,
because then that was a nice little spree of Netflix documentaries, and you get the Fire Festival documentaries around the same time.
Never watched it.
And then there was also the documentaries, the identical strangers. I told you about that with the triplets.
Yep.
Who were all separated at birth.
I gotta watch that.
That's on Hulu. It's a fucking banger.
Is there anything else about that wedding?
No, it was like a great. The next morning we got brunch at the same place. It was honestly fantastic.
It was really good.
Yeah, I also love that the idea of getting married there, taking pictures there, and then the reception is also there. Like, it's just like a big enough. That's the way to do it.
That was the thing too.
That's how my cousins did it.
I've been to a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
Where like you just don't see the bridal party
because
for
they
a
have
long
to
time.
go other places.
Yeah.
And it's. That's I think that's the wrong way to do
it.
And
even if I'm like part of the bridal party,
I'm literally stealing so much of that stupid shit.
Or of the wedding party. I mean, just like the wedding party in general. Like, I've been a part of it. Always gone for a long time. I literally don't think there was a time where like the wedding party like wasn't like.
No, I mean they took pictures, but like they were gone for maybe a half hour.
If that.
Yeah,
it was really quick. Like we got.
And it was raining, so I'm sure they didn't get to do as much pictures as they wanted.
For sure. We also, because like, I think that we literally only got like, because we had to take, there was like a little tractor that took us over to the venue.
Yes, because it's still like, it's still like a trek away on the grounds.
Like 2 to 3 blocks or so.
Yeah.
And we took a tractor in 2 different groups. So like that in general took a little bit of time. And then
I was surprised how
we got like drinks, and then by the time that we got like our first round of drinks, drank, and then we had to like we talked to everybody anyways, like caught up and stuff, and then wedding party was already there.
Everything just worked out smooth. I feel like there was no drama too.
Yeah, no drama at all. It was really good.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah. How often does that happen?
Not very often.
No, it really worked out well.
Yeah, and you know what the best thing is? I think that we can share this podcast and not get in trouble for this one.
I know.
And we typically do get in trouble when we're invited to weddings. We typically get in pretty big trouble.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that I didn't say anything bad.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
You did. You said a lot of bad things.
You know what happens. I say a lot of bad things.
You went on that anti-Semitic rant for a little bit.
Well, that's just, I got to do a quick 5 on it.
You know what is annoying?
What's
that like, all like hate speech and all that is like bad. It's bad, right?
Yeah.
But like, hatred towards Jewish people just gets such a like long, like elaborate name. Like, you know what I mean?
Anti-Semitism?
Yeah, anti-Semitic, like that one just like is like, can't you just give them like...
Xenophobic's a long one. That's kind of
Xenophobic? What is that?
That's racism in general.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, xenophobic. I think, well, it's...
I'm going to start using that one more.
Oh, you're fucking xenophobic.
Yeah, because I use anti-Semitic and because it's just like the best sounding one.
Anti-Semitic?
Yeah. It like rolls off the tongue.
Who had the greatest...
Like, you're such an anti-Semite.
Jeff Wittick had such a good joke, and I don't consider him like a joke guy, but he's like funny. He had my favorite fucking COVID joke. He's like, "Hey, I just had COVID, so I'm anti-Semitic," and they were like asymptomatic, and I was like, "Right." I was like,
I didn't hear that one. No,
that one. I was like, God, that's fucking good.
That's a funny joke.
Yeah, I just had COVID, so I've got the antibodies. I'm anti-Semitic. I mean, asymptomatic. That's not bad.
It's pretty good.
I mean, I couldn't do it that well. I kind of botched it, but I caught me. I was like, God, that guy's fucking. Too bad he doesn't have an eye anymore, but he's fucking funny.
Yeah, eyeless. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool to be handsome and funny?
No.
You don't think so?
That's a lot of pressure.
What? To be hot and funny?
Yeah. Like, because then also, like, even if you are hot and funny, you're not going to be that funny to some people. Like, some people are just going to hate you and think you're unfunny because you're hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas if you're fat, you don't even really all the time have to be
Yeah, you
funny.
really lucked out with that, huh, bud?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Being fat, like, I kind of lucked out. Because when you're fat, like, some people, like, some fat people that aren't even funny are, like, known as funny guys because they're fat.
Oh, because they're fat?
Yeah.
Just name our friends.
Yeah. All of them. all of them but us.
Okay.
Because we're funny. Rest of our friends, not funny.
They're just fat.
Just fat.
Okay, good night, everybody. I think that's how I get people in trouble. Get people mad.
Everybody fat and unfunny. All of our friends.
Yeah.